Hello everybody, Teagan here. We want to thank you for tuning in to High Point Scientific's third episode of What's in the Night Sky this month. Tonight I'm going to be taking you through a night in November. We're going to look at a bunch of different deep sky objects, so as always buckle in and stick around for the ride so we can see what's really out there. Alrighty, so to start out our tour, we're going to talk about one of the coolest celestial events that a human can witness, and that is a lunar eclipse. On November 18th and the morning of November 19th, depending on your time zone, you will be able to witness a partial lunar eclipse, and that is for everyone in North America. With 97% of the lunar disk in shadow, it's almost as close to a total lunar eclipse as you can get. The downside, no matter where you are in the US or Canada, you will need to stay up rather late to see it. So while the eclipse starts at 1:02 in the morning, you probably won't be able to notice much change until around 2:18, 2:20 Eastern time, and that's when the moon enters the umbra and starts to take on a coppery tint. So if you have the ability to view this celestial event from your location, we highly recommend it. It's a beautiful sight through binoculars, through telescopes, or just even observing it with your naked eye. Next, on our night sky tour in November, we're going to check out our nearest neighbors, and those are the planets. Let's see what they're up to. Venus can still be seen after sunset this month, with a beautiful crescent moon appearing to its right after sunset on November 7th. Jupiter and Saturn, on the other hand, remain observable in the evening. The first quarter moon passes Saturn on the 10th, and then Jupiter the following night. Neptune is visible until the early hours, while Uranus reaches opposition on November 4th, making it observable throughout the night. You can still catch Mercury in the pre-dawn twilight for the first week of November. Look for a thin crescent moon above it on the 3rd. Meanwhile, Mars returns to the morning sky during the second half of the month and may be glimpsed faint and low over the southeastern horizon shortly before dawn. Lastly, the moon turns new on the 4th and is full on the 19th. The planets are a spectacular sight to see, especially when paired with a close crescent moon in the dusk or dawn hours of the day. Now that being said, we're going to transition from the planets over to some of the more popular deep sky objects, Messier 31 and Messier 33, which are also spectacular to view visually. Messier 31, otherwise known as the Andromeda Galaxy, is one of our nearest galactic neighbors, sitting at only 2.2 million light years away. If you live under dark skies, you'll be able to see our galactic neighbor with just your eyes. If not, almost any telescope will reveal a bright core in the dark dust lanes that cross its center. This is an absolute favorite among amateur astrophotographers due to how bright it actually is and the beautiful colors that it reveals in photographs. As mentioned before, Andromeda Galaxy isn't too tough to find. If you look right above the star Merak, you should be able to see a slight haze if you're under dark skies. That is the Andromeda Galaxy. You can definitely see it with averted vision, a bit easier than you can see it with direct vision. Now Messier 33, otherwise known as the Triangulum Galaxy, is also very photogenic but is a bit harder to view visually. The Triangulum Galaxy can also be found very near to the star Merak and just above the star Hamal. It actually sits right in between the two. Some visual enthusiasts say that the Triangulum Galaxy is the farthest deep sky object that one can see with the unaided eye. Others say that that goes to M31 or the Andromeda Galaxy. If you've ever seen M33 with your unaided eye, let us know, as that is pretty cool. I've been under some pretty dark skies personally, and I have never been able to see M33 with averted vision. Next on our list, and the last deep sky object that we're going to discuss in this video, is the Owl Cluster, otherwise known as NGC 457. This cluster can be detected with binoculars, but it is best seen with a telescope. The beautiful double star system within it, Phi Cassiopeia, marks the eyes of the owl, with the chest forming the densest area of the cluster. Through a telescope and with dark enough skies, one should expect to see several tens, if not 100, of beautifully lit stars against a wonderful black background. The stars may vary in shades of blue and orange and present wonderfully through an eyepiece. The last object on our tour of the night sky in November is not a deep sky object, nor is it a planet, but rather another astronomical event known as the Leonid meteor shower. The Leonid meteor shower occurs this year on November 17th and 18th. On any given year, you could expect to see about 15 shooting stars an hour under ideal conditions. Ideal conditions being dark skies during the new moon phase. Unfortunately, this year the moon will be almost full and could drown out a number of the fainter meteors. Alright, so that concludes our third episode of What is in the Sky this month. Again, we thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thank you so much, and clear skies.